Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Are live. Johannesburg, South Africa. What the fuck do you want to talk about? Oh man. What a fucking fantastic show. What a fantastic show we had tonight. This past Monday. Monday Night Raw was fantastic. Great episode. This is why we love professional wrestling. This is why we love professional wrestling. This is why we watch it. CM Punk, Seth Rollins. People from around the world, welcome to Unscripted TV. Welcome to the series of pro wrestling reviews. Of this episode, we'll be reviewing the December 11th episode of Monday Night Raw. Awesome show. Without any wasting further time, I just want to ask that you please like and subscribe, comment with your opinions on the show, and try and advise and give hints on how we can, make these streams, videos, reviews, very much engageable and a very watchable and entertaining product. Let's get into the show. Welcome to Unscripted TV. Welcome to a pro wrestling review of WWE Monday Night Raw. It's your boy Ethan Mars here with the review of Monday Night Raw from the 11th of December 2023. Whew. Fantastic show, up from the first segment to the last. The show just flowed smoothly. We got CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins in the same ring, and with the microphone in hand. What more could you want? I could talk about that for like an hour. Seeing, like, I marked out seeing Rollins come out to CM Punk after he signed the contract. I was like, what? Are they actually pulling the trigger now? We're supposed to get that match in like 5 months' time or 4 months' time, but why? How will they be able to, keep these two apart for that long? It was just a feast. I was feasting. I was feasting on the spectacle, the visual of Punk and Rollins, and obviously how the Rollins would react towards that situation. We also got a continuation of storyline between Cody Rhodes and Shinsuke Nakamura. Great, great, and I actually like the video package. The video package for Shinsuke. Showing the anime type of, that was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. Amazing video package there, doing the anime kind of style. That was just amazing. The mid card, sorry and so, but the whole show, Punk and Rollins. That's what this show was about. So we're in the Christmas period, so WWE isn't usually hot at this time of year, because usually things start to get going around the beginning of January. So us getting this in festive season time is just it's a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. Holy shit. Holy shit. So without further ado, please like and comment, share the video, share the channel. Give me feedback on how we can make this channel more engageful and interactive and all that. This is my second Monday Night Raw review, and I think it's my third pro wrestling review of all time. So we are just scratching the surface. The future is just bright with content from here. Unscripted TV is the home of all of this. So many things, many series are going to branch out from this main channel, right? So this is just the foundation for everything. Unscripted TV. Like and subscribe. So we had this week's Monday Night Raw from Cleveland, Ohio, in the what's the arena? The Rocket Mortgage Field House. We had Michael Cole and Wade Barrett in commentary. So the start of the show, right? This is what AEW was doing when it was still on fire. Like you'd get previous week's video packages, to like get you in grips with the storylines and all that. Like these are things that you're actually going to see a continuation of in the episode that you're watching. So it's good stuff. I even read on an article somewhere or a video of Brian Alvarez on the Wrestling Observer saying that WWE Raw or WWE is doing what AEW used to do, because AEW now is just it has alienated itself from its fan base. Like it has an identity crisis right now. It has an identity crisis. It's not the wrestlers. It's just the whole backstage drama, the the leaders in the company, the boss. Like everything is just all over the place, and all they have is a devil storyline. And we all know who that will be at the end. Jungle Boy. So trash. So Monday Night Raw, we had a video package highlighting Drew McIntyre's attack on Sami Zayn last week, and Drew also attacked Jay at the end of last week's episode. So This episode actually started with Jay in the ring, so it sort of opened up. The start to their match. So we had Jay and Drew in the first match, but then they had a promo before that, right? So um, the same building, the arena is the same building CM Punk walked out of WWE nearly 10 years ago, in the same exact building. And it's the same building that he's going to choose a brand which he's going to, be exclusive to, right? So, you can't write this, you can't make this shit up. Nearly 10 years ago, he walked out, and then now he's signing back. So, you can't make this shit up, you know? The same arena as well. So, main event Jey Uso, right? Let's get started with the show. Main event Jey Uso makes his way into the ring. And is wearing a shirt that says Yeet. The Yeet thing is like his catchphrase or whatever, that, the Yeet. It's sort of over with the fans. So, makes his way to the ring and is wearing that shirt saying Yeet on it. The word was apparently removed from his arsenal last week. Like, they sort of got rid of it, but then he got it back for some reason, right? So, Jay cuts a promo. He says, he says, let's say here, promo. He cuts a promo, and then he welcomes everyone to Monday Night Raw as usual. And Jay says he's got quote unquote Yeet back, and he's excited about that. He's also excited about CM Punk being in the building. Tonight, Punk will decide if he wants to sign with Raw or not. If they want Punk on Raw, they can shout, quote unquote, Yeet. The crowd shouts it loudly. Last week, we lost Sami Zayn, so Jay wishes him well in his recovery. A Sami chant picks up, and Zayn was taken out at the hands of Drew McIntyre. And then he came after them all last week. McIntyre isn't trying to be honest tonight. He'll be face to face with the Yeet Master McIntyre. McIntyre's music cuts Jay off on the mic, and then McIntyre, he walks into the ring. Or McIntyre walks onto the stage, and the crowd boos him. McIntyre says he's had enough arse kissing. That's like Irish arse kissing from Jey Uso. The Raw locker room is already in a bad state because of Jay. McIntyre implores Raw General Manager Adam Pearce to let CM Punk go and sign with Nick Aldis on SmackDown. McIntyre says Punk should not be in the locker room because he'll destroy the place from inside out. McIntyre has traveled the world with Punk and knows what he's like. McIntyre knows how this story ends. And then the CM Punk chant picks up in the crowd. McIntyre wants to talk to Jay. He knows Jay is mad about Seth Rollins, but he made it personal. McIntyre says he may have had little to do with Sami being home. Zayn ran his mouth too much and talked about his family. McIntyre did leave him with one good leg, but he still apologizes. McIntyre tells Jay that's a real apology, something Jay isn't capable of giving. McIntyre gets on the apron. McIntyre wants to play a social experiment. If someone hurt their family, would they want revenge? The crowd agrees. If they didn't apologize, would they want revenge? The crowd sees where this is going and lightly agrees. McIntyre says Jay has everyone fooled and mocks his dance. Jay says McIntyre cannot dance and asks the crowd if they want to see him get a yeet down. and then they do, obviously. So we have the match between Jey Uso and Drew McIntyre, right? So, uh, coming from the commercial break, right? Um, um, Coming from the first commercial break, back from the break, Jay punches McIntyre to the corner. McIntyre reverses a whip to the opposite corner, but Jay puts down the brakes on. McIntyre quickly clubs Jay down and puts him on the apron. Jay quickly kicks him back and goes to the top rope for a diving crossbody block for a 2 count. McIntyre reverses a whip to the corner and quickly kicks Jay in the midsection to take him down. McIntyre mounts Jay and punches away at him. McIntyre powers Jay up and slams him with a vertical suplex. McIntyre stomps the back of Jay's of McIntyre stomps the back of the head. Jay blocks the right hand and punches back at McIntyre. McIntyre reverses a whip and connects with the back elbow to take Jay down. McIntyre hooks a front face lock and powers him into the corner. McIntyre then chops Jay in the chest. Jay rolls out of the ring to recover, so McIntyre follows him outside. McIntyre sizes him up and charges for the Claymore kick, but he lands on the commentary table when Jay moves. Jay quickly gets in the ring and drops the Scottish Warrior with a suicide dive. McIntyre is irate that he let Jay back into his match as he lays on the ringside mats, right? So back to the live action again. Jay punches away at McIntyre, does a little dance, does a little dance, does a little dance. Let me see here. Um, okay, does a little dance and rocks him with the right hand. That's McIntyre doing the Jay dance. McIntyre responds with a Glasgow kiss that takes him down. McIntyre charges, but Jay puts him on the apron. McIntyre punches him back and goes to the top rope. McIntyre dives, but Jay moves. Jay super kicks McIntyre and punches him before hitting the Samoan drop for a 2 count. Jay slowly gets to his feet and sizes up McIntyre. McIntyre crosses to the corner. Jay goes for a running hip attack, but McIntyre moves away and connects with a neck breaker. Both men lay there for a few moments until McIntyre kips up. McIntyre looks sinisterly into the camera before staring at Jay. McIntyre crouches down in the corner to stalk Jay. McIntyre counts down and charges for a Claymore kick, but Jay counters with a super kick. Jay hits a second super kick to take him down. Jay scurries up to the top rope and dives for an Uso splash, right? He dives up for an Uso splash. And then McIntyre gets the knees up, and McIntyre hits the Future Shock DDT and covers for the pinfall. 1, 2, and then Jay kicks out. McIntyre is furious and then removes the top turnbuckle pad, and then he looks to Jay and charges, but Jay cuts him off with a spear for a near fall again. The referee sees the turnbuckle pad off and starts to deal with that. While the referee is distracted, McIntyre digs his thumbs into Jay's eyes. Jay screams in pain. McIntyre goes to the corner and connects with a Claymore kick. 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre wins via pinfall for the 3 counts. Great match. Great match. And, this is a slow progression for Drew to get his wins, to put him in the World Heavyweight Championship contender spot. And, a valid effort by Jey Uso. He had to lose here, obviously. So, Drew had to win. Drew has to win. He wants the World's Heavyweight Championship from Seth Rollins. But then he did mention, CM Punk there. So, possibly there might be a match between those two before, Punk gets Rollins at Mania. So, More to come from Drew later on in the show. So now we have um oh we have a video package showcasing CM Punk's appearance on SmackDown this Friday. You know, where Punk called out both world champions Reigns and Seth, saying that he's back to finish what he started. So we'll find out where he signs tonight. That's the whole theme of the show, right? After the commercial break, we got that video package that I was talking about. Yo, that was just amazing. The video package, yeah, that was amazing. Like, it was a like sort of like an anime. Like, sometimes I wonder if WWE can go the anime route. Like it would work perfectly. They have the characters already, so I mean, it's we're watching an anime in real life. you know. So to actually see that in an animated version, gives me the chills. This was a fantastic video package for Shinsuke Nakamura. That was amazing. So in the video package, Nakamura was saying that since he watched Cody Rhodes last week after week, time after time, talking about finishing his story, yet he is no closer. Rhodes is a dog chasing a car. As great as he is not enough and never will be. Rhodes says he doesn't respect Nakamura. That is his weakness. Rhodes strives for the admiration of others. Nakamura freed himself from that burden long, long time ago. Now he draws his destiny and writes his own story. Nakamura is reborn. Now he will bring Rhodes' story to an end. Nakamura is the real nightmare. Nakamura tells Rhodes to remember that he asked for this. So later on, get a graphics that Nakamura will face Cody Rhodes in a battle, right? So we also get a segment with the Judgment Day in the clubhouse. They're arguing on the team not being, uh, in good shape. They're not looking happy. Finn Bella says he and Ripley have been gone for a week, and they all let the wheels fall off. Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley says that JD McDowell keeps letting R-Truth into their clubhouse. Last week, JD and Dom lost to the Creed brothers. I love the Creed brothers. Then Dom lost the NXT North American Championship, and that sucks. Priest says they are not going to take the Creed brothers lightly. Ripley tells Priest that it's easier to call himself a leader than it is to be one. Oh, a woman talking to a man like this. They start to argue, but Ripley says she's talking to everyone. Ripley will show why they are dominant by taking out Maxine Dupree. So like Ripley is like now the leader based on, she's being masculine in the whole group. I mean, she's playing a good role in that. So, I mean, it's not a good image for Priest. Like, is he supposed to listen to a woman, Sort of makes him look weak. I didn't like that. But, I mean, Rhea is just a complete package. She's a superstar. So, she plays a role very well, So, we have a match. Another locker room segment involving the Alpha Academy, Maxine Dupree, and the Creed brothers. Our truth walks in, right? Our truth, yes, our truth. He walks in. Chad Gables warns our truth that the Judgment Day is dangerous. Our truth says he's in the club and there's been a misunderstanding. Our truth wishes everyone a happy Thanksgiving and walks off. And then now we have Rhea Ripley making her in-ring entrance to face Maxine Dupree. Never seen Maxine Dupree in action, but this was supposed to be a squash match, and it was indeed. Actually gave Maxine some time. Jobber alert. Maxine came out with the girl who walks with the Creed brothers. So, it was a quick match. Rhea had to win this non-title match. Um, Ripley powered her for a riptide, talked trash to her, rather than going for a cover, and then applied the submission move on her and just forced her to submit. And then, she held Maxine on the submission for a while, and then the Ivy now got in the ring, and they had, a momentary stare together. They had a momentary stare together to sort of showcase a future feud for Rhea. So interesting. I don't know who this Ivy now woman is, but interesting. Rhea is not losing the championship anytime soon. That's one thing for sure. So now we have a video package. This was weird, Friends, friends go to musical events, yada yada yada. It brings them together. Yeah, they'll be tag team champions. Bathroom break. And then we had the big one now. The big one. CM Punk. Like Mussolini. CM Punk makes his entrance, right? And Raw general manager was already in the ring, by the way. Um, he says it's time for the sales pitch. Here's what he says: the time for the sales pitch is over. After going to SmackDown to talk to Nick Aldis, and then NXT to talk to HBK, the man he's about to bring out has a decision to make. Right? Pierce has known him for 25 years and knows he'll make the right decision. He calls himself the quote unquote best in the world. He is CM Punk. Then CM Punk comes out, to a huge pop. A huge pop. CM Punk comes out to that reception, the same arena he walked out of in 2014. He shakes the hand with Pierce, hands him the microphone, and then a loud CM. He hasn't talked yet. People are still chanting his name, right? People are still chanting his name. Picks up, and then he says he thought he was in a swollen mood, but then he came out. He had to see all the signs and hear the people, right? All the signs and hear the people. Wait here, let me load this. Load this. Okay. I thought I was in a swollen mood. And then I came out here and I see all of these signs and I hear all of these people. Truth is, I have a huge decision to make. We, if I may, have a huge decision to make. And I've been thinking about it all week. And the reason why I've been so consumed and worried about it is because I love you guys. But the truth is, this building specifically hasn't always historically been kind to CM Punk. I walked back here through the hallways. There's a lot of ghosts, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm doing my best to face them head on. A lot of people might not know this, but I debuted in this building. Yeah. Was anybody there? I had Mickey James on my arm. True story. Didn't know that. We walked down that ramp. We got into the ring and it was so good. I went back and said, I went back and they said, we are sending you back to Louisville, Kentucky. Have fun in OVW. So OVW is like, it was this developmental back in the days for WWE, right? So like this is where, your Randys, your Batistas, your Brock Lesnar's, that's where they started, the OVW. So, and gosh, I didn't want to go, but while I was there, I embraced being uncomfortable and I learned how to love it. Exactly like when I came out to WWE for the first time. Man, I didn't know what I was in for, but I embraced being uncomfortable and I learned to love it. I triumphantly returned to this town, this same building, World Heavyweight Champion. I was ready to put on a show for everybody here. And then Randy Orton kicks me in the head backstage. And I wake up and they tell me, by the way, we stripped you out of the title. You couldn't compete. You are no longer the champion. And I was like, Cleveland again. So this was like CM Punk was taken out in a segment. Back when Randy had the legacy, Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase, CM Punk was taken out via storyline because at that time, the company did not see him as world heavyweight champion material. So, yeah, that's about it. So, was anybody here 10 years ago for the story I'm about to tell? I'm not going to bore you with the details because a lot of it is in my rearview mirror. I'm focused on the future. I'm focused on the now. I'm focused on everybody here in this building today. 10 years ago, I had to take myself off the hamster wheel. I had to, for better or worse, make the hardest decision of my life. And I don't regret it. I don't look back, but I don't look back. But there always was a part of me that wondered if anybody paid a ticket to see CM Punk that day I walked out of Cleveland. Wow, that's so poetic. If they were disappointed. Backstage, I saw a young lady by the name of Indy, and she told me that she felt betrayed as a little kid. And I told her a story when I saw Roddy Piper appear on WCW television. And as a young wrestling fan, I felt the same exact way, so I understood. So if you're here now, if you're watching at home, and you were disappointed that CM Punk walked out, I understand. And hell, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I've gone to SmackDown. I've listened to what Nick Aldis has to say. Nick Aldis is the general manager of SmackDown. I had to listen to what Nick Aldis has to say. So he put together a very substantial offer, you understand? And then CM Punk continues to say, I went down to NXT, hung out with Shawn Michaels, and there's a 15-year-old CM Punk somewhere in the universe who's tickled to death that he got an offer from Shawn Michaels to help mold the next generation of superstars. Okay, so this is a hint that CM Punk might be a part of, the NXT show, and I'm very interested. CM Punk has a very fantastic wrestling mind. It's a great deal. Adam Pearce has put together a deal that honestly is head and shoulders above both of those other deals. But can I be very real and very honest with you folks? Right now, my mind was probably already made up when I looked at the calendar and I saw Cleveland. I'm here to bury those ghosts. I'm here to right a few wrongs. My future starts now. You could write a better television show, ladies and gentlemen. You couldn't write a better television show is right there. You couldn't write a better television show. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 years almost to the day, CM Punk walked out. And regardless of how you feel about it, CM Punk walks right back in. And if you're happy about it, if you're mad about it, you better learn to love it. Because congratulations, Adam Pearce. The newest superstar is named CM Punk, and CM Punk is home. Yo, that was, CM Punk promo. Good. And then, CM Punk is now celebrating after signing the contract, and then Seth freaking Rollins comes in. I'm like, what? Right now? Why are you giving us this right now? I was just like in the screen, like, what? This is so crazy, man. We're actually going to see Rollins speak his mind, because Rollins is the world champion of Raw. So, he has to come and say something. Yeah, he said what we thought he was going to say. This was so juicy. Seth Rollins said, Cleveland, Ohio. CM Punk, welcome to Monday Night Rollins. I hope you know how incredibly fortunate you are to even be standing in this ring right now. But can you just do me one little favor? Just one little thing, please. Don't you dare call this place your home. You abandoned this place 10 years ago. Not only did you abandon it, but you also actively tried to tear it down. Yo, this is fucking interesting. You spent 10 years slandering me, slandering every single person in that locker room, and then you want to walk back in here and you want to call this place your home? This is not your home. This is my home. I've been here. Everybody in the back, those are my brothers and sisters. Everybody here, everybody watching at home, that is my family, and this is our home. And and when the crowd is like, like chanting and being happy for Rollins, what he's saying facts. And I will do everything in my power to protect it from people like you. Let me make one thing perfectly clear here. I don't want there to be any confusion. I know I'm a bit worked up. I want everyone to understand. I'm going to say it plainly with every fiber in my being. I hate you. I was like, ooh, holy shit. And then he continues to say, but if you're going to be a part of WWE again, then I want you on Monday Night Raw, because the truth always comes out. And this is when like Seth is going into his Joker persona. And I actually like that, Seth can actually play that persona very well. The truth always comes out, pal. The truth always comes out. I know, everybody else knows. This is your last chance. So one or two things are going to happen. You're going to expose yourself. You're going to self-destruct like you always do. I'll be the first person in the back to slam the door shut on your legacy. Or if by some miracle you have changed, if you got any gas left in that old tank, maybe one day you'll be lucky enough to stand across the ring with me in a World Heavyweight Championship match. Then I will expose you for the fraud that you are. I will show you that there's levels to this. I will wrestle circles around you, and I will let you understand in real time what it means to be the best in the world. This was just amazing, man. This was just laid down the foundation to the storyline. And then Punk got back and says, "Are you done?" And it's actually a short response. "That's your one pass to stand here and speak to me disrespectfully without me coming after you. I've never asked for anything to be handed to me, and I've always done things stubbornly the hard way, and I'm here to do that, Adam Pearce. Where you at? We are making things official. Might as well make it official. CM Punk is entering the Royal Rumble. And when CM Punk wins, maybe Seth, it's you, is coming after." That was CM Punk to Seth Rollins. So there it goes. There's your WrestleMania main event storyline. Just laid out there, CM Punk now has to win the Royal Rumble to get his main event at Mania against Rollins. So, and actually, this year's Rumble has many options, many guys you'd like to see win. So, it'll be very interesting to see who will win this one. I'm actually very anticipating of this Royal Rumble. There's LA Knight, there's Randy, there's Cody, there's Shinsuke, there's Drew. Even surprises. This might be the most watched Rumble ever. I mean, it might not be. I'm just, sort of like, this is how hyped I am right now. So this was just cinema between these two. The main characters. You might say. I mean, there's Roman on SmackDown. That would be interesting to see this Friday when he returns. But yeah, this is a big one. So we had next we had a big feud continuation between Bronson Reed and Ivar. This is a mid card feud, and this is actually working, and seems like Bronson Reed is being pushed by Triple H, and this guy is going to give it a huge push, get more eyes on him. I mean, Bronson is a very athletic big man, So this was a sort of like a blood feud between these two. Last week it was a count out in their match. It was a count out, yes. So now I think it was, what was this? Um, this was a no disqualification match, I think. So actually entertaining, eh? Actually entertaining to see two big dudes just beat it out. So, uh, in the closing stages of the match, we got a double cross body block on the floor. Got a double cross body block on the floor. Reed and Ivor are trading back and forth shots. Short arm lariat exchange. Reed super kicks Ivor. Ivor with the sit out spine buster for a 2 count. Ivor goes for the Bronco buster, but Reed ducks out of the way. Right? Um, Wait here. And then Ivor sizes up for a Bronco buster, but Reed moves. Reed goes to the top rope for a tsunami, but Ivor cuts him off and knocks him to the apron. Ivor knocks Reed down to ringside. Ivor goes to the top rope and kills Reed with a cannonball to the floor, right? And then Ivor hits the floor with a nasty thud. Ivor gets Reed in the ring, goes to the top rope for a doomsault. Reed cuts him off before anything happens, and then Reed and Ivor battle it up on the top rope, but Reed gets the advantage and rattles the ring with a wild top rope suplex for the win. So Reed won the feud now, I guess. So the superior big man won. I like this. Mid card feuds is what we need, you know. You actually have to make superstars from each different division have something to do, like, you know. Shouldn't always be about certain type of people. Like, everyone in the roster should be showcased to their potential, and, you know, mid card, lower card, and the main event. So this is actually really good, excellent. We have a backstage segment with CM Punk walking backstage when he came across the Judgment Day, and then Punk asks where Rhea Ripley is since she's not there. Damian Priest sarcastically welcomes him to Raw, and he hopes he is the guy to finish the story. If he does, he'll be waiting because Priest holds the Money in the Bank briefcase and walks off with his stable mates, right? So like Reed has the Money in the Bank briefcase. So if Punk wins, imagine Damian just cashes in. How, you know, the crowd will react to that. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This guy is a big guy, and he can be a star if done properly. So yeah, we just wait and see when he will cash in the briefcase. So if Cody might finish his story against Roman, and then Priest cashes in there, or cashes in on Punk's story, right? So the Judgment Day came out. They cut a promo, you know, trying to tell people that they are still dominant around here. The locker room should be on notice, you know. And then here's what Damian Priest says. He can't help but feel that they need to remind everyone who they are. Priest demands they rise for the Judgment Day. Finn Balor also tells them to rise for their only 2-time undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. The Judgment Day are in town. Step up and get put down. Priest says they have a message. Doesn't matter if they've already put you down, or a returning superstar, or you are. It doesn't matter if they've already put you down, or are you a returning superstar or a new superstar like the Creed brothers. Everyone is on notice. And then dirty Dominic Mysterio goes to speak, but the crowd boos him down. And then R-Truth walks down the ramp with a wheel of Christmas lights. Truth says he went to decorate the locker room, but they put a lock on the door, their clubhouse. Truth asks why he didn't get an invitation to their holiday party. JD McDowell says this is not a holiday party. He wouldn't be invited. Priest tells McDowell to calm down and invites Truth into the ring. Truth gets into the ring and has a lot of ideas to share with the Judgment Day here in Cleveland. First, he thinks they have to pick JD out. This is Truth. Mysterio holds McDowell back. Truth says no one likes McDowell. Secondly, he thinks Damian Priest needs to stop calling himself the boss. Our Truth likes Priest as the boss, but it makes Mommy mad. You know who Mommy is. Priest says Truth is a funny guy. Everyone loves our Truth except Priest. And then Priest clotheslines Truth down. And then they beat down on Truth. And then the Creed brothers come down to make their save. But then the Judgment Day viciously takes them out as well. And then Mysterio and McDowell double team Julius Creed at ringside. Julius takes them out with a double Northern Lights suplex to the floor. And Julius runs into the ring to help his brother, and they take out Balor. The Creed brothers fight out of a double South of Heaven from Priest and slam him down. The Judgment Day just retreats, and the Creed brothers stand tall with our Truth. So the Creed brothers have a match with the Judgment Day, Priest and Balor next week. That was announced, so actually looking forward to that. We got another backstage segment, right? Got another backstage segment, including CM Punk, where he walks up to Drew McIntyre. Ooh. Punk is now walking to McIntyre. Check the network here. Okay, it's working. Walks to McIntyre, who is talking with the Raw general manager, Adam Pearce. McIntyre says he doesn't care about Punk or Cody Rhodes finishing their stories. McIntyre is going to finish his. McIntyre walks off. Punk says he thought McIntyre would be happy to see him. Pearce tells him that McIntyre is getting a World Heavyweight Championship opportunity on day one edition of Monday Night Raw. So like an episode of Monday Night Raw, day one, in the new year, we'll have a championship match between Seth and McIntyre, and can't wait to see what happens there. That actually seems like very interesting to see how the story unfolds there. Will they pull the trigger on McIntyre? Highly unlikely. So Kofi Kingston, Chad Gable walked up to him. Punk greets them, referencing Kingston's former Jamaican gimmick, where Kingston and Punk were partners back then, right? So they just walk into Pierce's office, and then now commercial break, women's championship, the tag team match in the women's division. We had a tag team match in the women's division. Kaden Carter and Katana Chance versus Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. Bathroom break, but this was actually kind of entertaining. In the last stages, Hartwell goes to slam LeRae into Carter, but Carter gets the knees up. Chance and Carter hit the after party neck breaker 450 splash combo for the win. So this Carter and Katana Chance women are actually very athletic. That was a sight. Backstage segment between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa talking backstage. It's Gargano's hometown of Cleveland, and then Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci of Imperium woke up and want to know who their mystery partner is of Gargano and Ciampa. Who will be their partner. And then Gunther walks up and says doubts anyone would want to be a partner of those two losers. We got a Becky Lynch segment, right? We got a Becky Lynch segment where Becky came out now. Wait here. Loading the images. Okay. Loading, loading, loading. So this was a back and forth between Nia and Becky Lynch. These two have never stepped in the ring together. Becky and Nia. So they're referencing the injury that Nia caused to Becky when she broke her nose with a legitimate shoot punch, and then um, that's where Becky's career took off, right? That's where Becky's career took off. So, um, in the last words that was said in that exchange were, um, Lynch said that she needs Jax to shut the hell up, and she's not here in Cleveland just to talk. She wants a fight. Lynch dares Jax to punch her in the face. Jax looks surprised, and Becky Chan picks up. Jax says Lynch needs this a lot more than she does, and then Nia Jax walks off, and Lynch does not look pleased. So teasing a match between these two. And then now we had that six-man tag team match. Of Imperium and DIY with their mystery partner, and their mystery partner was The Miz. Oh, surprise, surprise. The Miz is in a storyline with Gunther, so The Miz wants his rematch, final match against Gunther to prove that he deserves to be in the ring with him. Didn't watch the match at Survivor Series. Would actually watch their next match because now I'm watching WWE, right? So, in the final stages of the tag team match, Miz and Gunther tag in. Miz punches away at Gunther, wildly beating him down in the corner. Miz hits his painted corner clothesline and it's absolutely fired up. Miz kicks Gunther in the head. Miz hits a springboard crossbody block. Miz punches away at Gunther and kicks him back. Miz kicks away at Gunther's chest. Gunther blocks a kick, applies a Boston Crab, the same move that made Miz submit at Survivor Series. So this was good storytelling. Ciampa breaks it up. Kaiser and Vinci take out Ciampa with a high-low. Miz and Gargano then hit Kaiser and Vinci with a stereo satellite DDTs. Gunther big boots Gargano out of the ring. Miz takes Gunther down and applies a figure 4 leg lock. Gunther yells in pain. Kaiser tries to run in for a save, but Gargano takes him down with the Gargano escape. Gunther reaches and tags Vinci. Vinci hits a springboard elbow drop to break up the figure 4 leg lock. Vinci kicks Gargano out of the ring. Miz then catches Vinci with a skull-crushing finale for the win. So Miz won, and then we get Miz won. So he actually got a win against Gunther's team. So sort of like now shows that he deserves another match, right? And Imperium are disappointing Gunther now. They're losing on a losing streak. So you have a backstage segment again. Gunther yelling at Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. Miz walks up to Gunther and demands an Intercontinental Championship match. Gunther is not happy, and Gunther will grant him a rematch under one condition: that if he loses, he can never challenge for this beautiful championship while he holds it. So Miz agrees and walks off. Now our main event. Whoa! Cody Rhodes. Just look at that. Amazing entrance. I still mark out to his entrance. Superstar. Cody Rhodes makes his way to the ring. You get 2 woes as usual and amazing fireworks every time. The American Nightmare. We get Shinsuke's entrance as well. Amazing. Like the way Shinsuke is being presented, right? So the bell rings and then they lock up in the center of the ring. Rhodes hooks a side headlock and hits a headlock takeover. Nakamura grapevines the head, but Rhodes quickly pops up. Rhodes signals for a test of strength, but Nakamura kicks the hand away. Rhodes tries again and Nakamura obliges. Nakamura wrenches the arm, but Rhodes backs him into the ropes. The crowd chants, "Let's go, Cody!" Cody backs off and challenges Nakamura. Nakamura gets in his face, so Rose pushes him and drops down for an uppercut. And Nakamura avoids it. Rhodes avoids a kick. Nakamura hits the ropes, but Rhodes drop kicks him down. Rhodes puts Nakamura in the corner and does the 10 punches. Rhodes sends Nakamura flying. With a hip toss. Rhodes climbs the top rope, but Nakamura sweeps his feet and lays him on the top rope. Nakamura knees him in the ribs, and Rhodes falls to the apron. So Nakamura hits the baseball slide to knock him to the floor, right? We come back from the first commercial break to see Nakamura digging his boot into Rhodes' throat with the good vibrations leg thing that he does. Nakamura takes Rhodes down with a no count. Rhodes fights back and hits the ropes, but Nakamura kicks him down. Nakamura applies a rear chin lock, but Rhodes fights up and elbows out. Nakamura cuts him off with a knee. Rhodes flips through a back suplex and drops down for an uppercut. Rhodes goes for a cutter, but Nakamura counters with an arm breaker. Rhodes fights up and goes for the crossroads, but Nakamura takes him down with another cross arm breaker. Rhodes gets a foot on the bottom rope to break up the submission. Rhodes goes to the corner to recover. Nakamura charges, so Rhodes goes for the boot. Nakamura blocks the boots and swings Rhodes into the ropes before hitting him with a snap German suplex. And then Nakamura goes for the middle rope for a diving knee strike to pick up the 2 count. Nakamura sets up a Kinshasa, but Rhodes drop kicks him in the knees. Rhodes grabs the leg and hits the dragon screw. Rhodes grabs the leg and connects with the dragon screw on the ropes, hooks the head and goes for the suplex back into the ring. And then he powers Nakamura again for a front suplex and then attacks the knee with a single leg crab. Nakamura manages to grab the bottom rope to break up the submission. Nakamura rolls out of the ring to recover. Rhodes takes him out with a suicide dive. And then we go to a commercial break. Back from the final break of the evening, Nakamura and Rhodes take each other out with a double clothesline. After a few moments, both men are on their feet exchanging punches. Nakamura rocks him with a forearm, but Rhodes follows him into the ropes with a forearm shiver. Rhodes slingshots over Nakamura and hits the snap power slam. And then Rhodes set up for a figure 4 leg lock, but Nakamura counters into a rear neck choke. Rhodes rolls into his stomach and powers up with Nakamura on his back, and then he drops him with a back senton. Rhodes takes a moment to recover and hits a disaster kick for a near fall. Rhodes connects with some stinging left jabs and drops Nakamura with a bionic elbow. Rhodes connects with a Cody Carter and shakes the ropes in celebration. Rhodes goes for the Cody Carter, but Nakamura slings out of it and blasts him in the face with a poison mist. And then I was like, what? Again? Like that had to happen, Nakamura, and then winner by disqualification. Nakamura won. Rhodes won with a disqualification. And then, viciously knees Cody in the ribs. And Cody tries to fight back, but Nakamura attacks the knee and hits the Kinshasa to the back of Cody's neck. Nakamura goes outside to get a steel chair before he can use it. The Creed brothers run down for the save, and the crowd chant boos. Loud boos. The referee brings down the towel into the ring to help Cody clear his eyes, but Rhodes is in too much pain. He's helped back. Cody is held back. But Nakamura runs down the ramp again to deliver another Kinshasa to Rhodes, and then that was the end of the show. That was the end of the show. Very, very good show. Very good show. Excellent show. Furthered storylines and continuation of major feuds. Next week we have the Creed Brothers versus the Judgment Day. And then we also have, which other match do we have? Let me see here. Which other match do we have here? Oh, next week on Raw, right? We'll have the Judgment Day tag team match, and the Chelsea Green and Piper Niven will defend the women's tag team championship from Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. So that's next week's Raw. I mean, now it's festive season, so probably get those tapings, and I probably won't watch those. I'll just read results online, do quick reactions on that. So let's go through some of the reviews of the show, right? From some online articles. Most people on this other online article said it's a thumbs up show. Mostly gave it a 94%. Most people liked the show. 9 out of 10, right? 9 out of 10. It was a great show, guys. Great show. See here. See here. I can't really find them now, but all I can say is this was a good show, guys. Good show. I'll try to do better and find somewhere where I can get actual reviews of the show, right? I'll try to do that. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me today on the December 11th 2023 show, review of Monday Night Raw. It's a blast as always. Don't forget, comment, like, and subscribe. Unscripted TV. This is the third pro wrestling review, right? Yeah. So we going somewhere with this, and this is actually something that I really love talking about. Something that I actually love watching. It's one of my favorite hobbies. One of my favorite sports. So me actually doing this, doing something that you love is amazing, man. And actually having fun doing it. You don't have to care about what other people think about what you're doing. Do what you love with passion, and all that. That's what I do here. So with all my 7 million subscribers, thank you for watching. See you Friday night SmackDown review. Roman Reigns comes back. Interesting. Rise.